Mr. Premier, thank you for joining me. It's been a long road, I know, for you, from the leadership campaign, winning the leadership, becoming Premier, and then governing the province. What's the last year and a half been like for you?
Well, it has. It's been busy. It's been a whirlwind, quite frankly. But it's been also, I think, in fairness, one of the most rewarding experiences that I've ever embarked on in my life personally, professionally. And I have the opportunity to do two things that I appreciate each and every day. The first is I work with the strongest caucus and cabinet in the nation, and I say that earnestly. I may be biased slightly, but I do say it earnestly and truthfully. I really do, and I appreciate the opportunity to work with the entire government of Saskatchewan, both in fairness on the governing side and the opposition side each and every day. We have a great system here. Second is I have the opportunity still to this day to visit people in communities right across Saskatchewan, large urban centers right down to the most rural of the rural, to northern communities. And that is truly rewarding for me, and I would say it motivates me to see how people that I meet believe in their families, believe in their community, believe how great a place their community is today, and in particular when they start talking about what it is going to be tomorrow and in the years ahead, and it's encouraging, and like I say, that's what motivates me.
What's been the biggest moment for you since you took over? What stands out in your mind?
Well, the largest moment for me since being Premier, unfortunately, isn't a moment of joy by any stretch, but it most certainly was the Humboldt Broncos bus crash that we had, and I think in fairness, everyone knows where they were when they heard of that tragedy occurring, and I think it's also important for us at this time of year, this holiday season, to remember all of those that are celebrating this holiday maybe for the first time with one less loved one around the table. And I think it's also incumbent on us to ensure that those families that have experienced that loss know that in the very same way in the days and weeks after the accident, the people of this province are there with those families this season, and we're supporting them in every way that we can.
Looking just ahead to 2019, there's a court battle that's going to happen in Regina in February. We're going to see perhaps the imposition of a carbon tax in Saskatchewan. I know you're fighting against that. And then in the fall, a federal election. How big is 2019 shaping up to be? Well,
we're not running in the federal election. At least I'm not running in the federal election. So that isn't too directly affecting of what we do as a province, and I think for the most part a lot of the operational pieces and operational portions of the relationship with the federal government, like the infrastructure fund and such, we have in place to find our way through the course of this next year. The carbon tax reference case to the Court of Appeal here in Saskatchewan in the first half of the year will be a big decision, I think, not just for the province but for the nation. And you're right, I feel we'll be successful, and it's my hope that we'll be successful in that reference case that we have asked for an opinion on. That being said, it's incumbent on ourselves and the federal government to continue, regardless of the outcome of that, and to continue to work together on behalf of the people that we both represent and the industries that we both represent. We have a responsibility to not only improve our environmental footprint in these industries, but we have a responsibility to the people that we represent to also ensure that these industries are vibrant and competitive and can continue to provide the high quality, sustainable product that they do to the world. And in Saskatchewan's case, that's fuel, food, and fertilizer. That is what we provide, and we need to do it as sustainably as anywhere else, and we do. We need to do it as competitively as anywhere else, and we do. And we need to continue to provide the high quality product that we do, and that's Saskatchewan's history, and that will continue to be our story into the future.
Premier Bill, thank you.
Thank you so much.